They ever watch it?
What's up, Gruntworks Nation? The Big Earl is always asking, why is China hoarding food? Experts say that China is hoarding a massive amount of food. They will soon have over 2/3 of the globe's corn reserves, over half of its rice, and over half of its wheat. But when asked about it, China lies. One China expert says they, of course, will never admit to something like that. Well, what does China know that we don't? When it comes to global food shortages, China is the canary in the coal mine. You see, China is the world's #1 food importer. They rely on the rest of the world to keep their people fed. So they can't afford to mess up, or there will be riots, civil panic, or even worse, when over 1 billion people can't eat. What does this mean for Americans like you and me? 2 words: food shortages. That's why it's a smart idea to stock up on a kit of best-selling 4 Patriots survival food. Create your own stockpile of the best-selling 4 Patriot survival food kits, hand-packed in the USA. The kits are compact and stack easily. They have different delicious breakfasts, lunches, and dinners, and their 5-star reviews on the website rave about the flavor and the taste. Right now, you can get 10% off your first purchase of 4 Patriot survival food by typing in the code VTTGW at checkout. Just go to 4patriots.com and use the code VTTGW to get 10% off your first purchase of 4 Patriots survival food. That's 4patriots.com. Use the code VTTGW.
With us today, we got Joe, Trigger Joe Britson.
All right, let's go.
To try to get a matchup with a gunner. Oh, goes the win! Francis is gunner!
Well, this is just a fist. When I start throwing it around, I can leave one hell of a mess. Let's dance.
Multiple occasions. Wow, it looks like they're going to swing to the very end.
And he wasn't kidding.
Wow!
It's very rare.
What a finish!
Another one.
It really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk getting knocked out?
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Trying to take care of business, trying to get to goal.
Oh!
It's a knockout!
Oh my
It's a
God.
knockout!
And he's closing in, trying to finish it, and it's over!
Because I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to whop you on that side of your face. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Buck is brought to you by Modelo.
I killed it! Right in the face, man.
And we have a new nickname. Okay, we have William Send It 7 Piercing. All right, other than that, we used to call him Willie Pete. We used to call him the Mad Russian.
For his opponent to be quicker on the tangent.
Now you're gonna get it, Bobby!
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough. Bitch. Wow. How good is this?
Finish him! Body bag! Yeah!
Another one.
Everybody gets triggered. It's just if you become a pansy. That's in the Book of Earl.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
You called down the thunder, well now you got it.
Gotta be very careful.
What's
What's up, Trash Talkers? What's up, Gruntworks Nation? We are live, and I got this ugly motherfucker right here next to me. All right, he's VTT's, I think, Shrink?
Yeah.
We call you the Shrink. He's the one that lets us know that, like, what we're doing is okay, like, and that we're reaching the right people. So I got PJ with us, but of course we have Trigger Joe. And it's funny. It's not weird, but it's funny that Trigger Joe is the only one on the show tonight, right? He is the only one on the show tonight because he is straight putting it into the fucking mouths of Send It 7 and the Drunken Cyborg, which I'm pretty sure the Drunken Cyborg is getting it put in right now.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't
Michaels
supposed to
and
say that.
McElroy are a freight train from
supposed to
hell.
say that.
Straight up the ass of the
But you know what? We're live, and that's what happened. It happened.
Call me an asshole. Just don't call me a liar.
All right. But hey, before we get into all the great stuff, let's do the paid stuff. All right. The paid stuff is for Patriots. All right. So go to forpatriots.com. You see it going right across the bottom of your screen. Get generators, survival food, outdoor stuff, all that great stuff. So just like they gave our community a discount. So use the code VTTGW and they give you a discount. If you don't want to have it, who cares? All right. But if you do, use the discount. That's what it's for. And then that QR code up there. All right. You go and you click on that. That goes to our store. And use the same exact code. Weird. All right. Same exact code. And then you get a discount on the shirts. But before we go to Joe and his gloating that's about to happen, which is well-deserved, obviously. PJ, you haven't been on the show with me before.
No.
So what are you doing right now? How you feeling?
You know what? I feel terrible.
Yeah.
I did not play well today.
I'll play some golf.
Don't ever go golfing with him. Ever. If you think you're good, you're not.
No.
You're not. I thought it was good. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't think you were.
No, I didn't think it was
You
good.
just didn't play that.
It's terrible. No. My self-esteem has gone from here to nowhere.
No. Man, that's what I do.
Alcohol, PJ.
I like the
Take the alcohol and it numbs it all out. You should. Hey, I golf like shit with him on one of the best courses I've ever seen in my entire life. And by the 6th hole, I was feeling no pain. It didn't really matter what was happening.
Oh, I've been drinking.
I told him, I was like, look, it's a coin flip whether I embarrass you, not just myself.
I like this.
But I'm going. I don't get a chance to golf with you very often. I'm going. I might do okay. I might hold my own. I might embarrass us both. But I'm going.
I didn't hold.
You were the first person that hit me out of the truck when I got shot. I fireman carried your ass to the commander's truck when you got blown up. I'm golfing with you on your retirement party.
I did not fall down though.
No, you didn't.
I definitely.
I fireman carried you out of the truck, but you didn't stagger.
I was saying when he got blown up.
No, I'm done. I hear you.
I didn't fall down. Them motherfuckers didn't get me down.
Never got me down.
Yeah. But anyways, those of you watching for the first time, which is probably like 3 of you, all right, those of you watching for the first time and listening on the podcast, because maybe Chris will put this up on the podcast. We don't know. Muffin fingers in the background. Not sure. Hopefully he uploads the audio.
Chocolate
if he does, remember, when we go through these sports picks, here's the disclaimer. If you don't have the money, don't gamble. All right? Don't do it. All right? If you have some money, listen to what Joe's about to say during these UFC picks. And if you've been listening to me during the NFL picks, you've made a lot of money this year. All right. Like, I got it. Like, you might pick other things, but like my locks right now, I'm at 80%. Fucking fact check it. Right. Like, you can go back, look at it. Like, we're good. The only people I lose on is your goddamn Detroit Lions, Joe. That's the only people I lose on.
Hey.
Well, they're an enigma.
Who knows when they have 2 losses? Their 2 losses are both when I pick them to win.
Who knows when they're showing up?
Hosting a playoff game. There it is.
I'm just saying. Both times I pick them as locks.
13-4 and host a playoff game.
Yeah. But all right.
Is that the bet?
No.
Oh no, he agrees with me.
Yeah, I agree with him. 100%.
Oh, I disagree with that one.
No. Ooh. It'll get a little better.
Why?
Why? So we got a new guy in the show disagreeing with the experts, which is fine. But why? We'll get to the NFL. When we get to the NFL, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But hey, Joe, tell us why nobody else is on the show right now for the fights.
I listen. I wouldn't have enjoyed showing my face if I sat there and shit all over the co-main and the main when I was 0 for 4 on the last 2 cards on the co-main and the main because I disagreed with Trigger Joe, and then Trigger Joe did what he did again and went 6 for fucking 6 on the co-main and the main on the last.
You fucking did.
I'm averaging 5 out of 6 on the main card. That's my worst. I wouldn't be here either. Because when you're 6'9" and everyone's answering to you, you make a fantastic hammer and a fucking putrid nail. So Bill doesn't want to be here. Okay, I get it. Love him. I respect him. I'm shooting from a remote location because I'm worried he's calling the mortars in on my house because he doesn't want to pick against me again.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The problem is we restructured how we score these fights, and it's a meritocracy system. And Bill has pitched 3 goose eggs and a 1-pointer in the last 4 weeks. So it's not so much that I want to rub it in, but it's the way Bill said, absolutely not, after I picked Alex Pereira by knock. How could you fucking say absolutely not with Poatan? That's Portuguese for hands of stone. Alex Pereira, all he's got to do is touch it with the left hook. Yuri doesn't play guard or defense. I said, Yuri's going to eat a left hook in the 3rd round and go to sleep. He ate it in the 2nd round, so a little premature. But everyone that picked against me wanted to beg, cry, and plead that it was an early stoppage. And maybe it was. It was a mercy stoppage, in my opinion, because Yuri was going to get hurt even worse. But the Aspinall picking Pavlovich over Aspinall, Bill, I honestly, I said it on the text thread the next morning.
Moron. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
For PEDs or crack. Because picking Tom
I only
Aspinall,
say moron because I didn't know anything about it and he didn't win.
I'm like, oh, did he say Pavlovich? I couldn't believe when he said that. Tom Aspinall won the fight with the first punch he landed.
Right.
1-2. He trains with the Gypsy King. That's where he gets his boxing from, Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury's like, this guy could box at heavyweight at any level. And Sergey Pavlovich was a victim of his own long arms. Ask Brock Lesnar. Too much muscle, and he just couldn't get in tight. And I said, Aspinall's going to slip a right hand under his lead hand, not over. And he did. Right down the pipe. 1-2, done. And I was surprised by that pick by Bill. The Yuri pick makes sense because if it goes to the ground, Pereira could be in trouble. But Yuri likes to stand up and he doesn't like to play guard, and he keeps his lead hand way too low. And Pereira's left hand is the morgue. His right hand's the hospital. He hit it. It's exactly what I thought would happen. And I'm surprised that Bill was surprised at my picks. Even more surprised that he disagreed with me. But
Bill's not here. He's too busy guarding the chow hall.
You disagree with the champ.
Yeah.
And you play from 2nd place.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking up bitching. All right. So yeah, like Bill, we're over you. All right. We're over you. All right. And I got it. Your picture's up on Fort Sill, right? Your picture's up at the commissary. Like everybody knows who Sergeant Major Pearson is. Okay. Like we know who you are, but you know what? Obviously you don't know fights. So you're doing this, you're doing that, you're making sure that there's enough avocados in the aisle. I don't know like what you're doing right now. But this is what happens when you don't show up to the show. For those who watch it for the first time, you just get railed. Yeah. All right.
I did say that next one. I said, Bill, just piggyback off my picks. You did better.
Yeah, you should have.
I know that hurts, but true.
But the beauty of it is we have the champ with us. We have the season point total winner, Trigger Joe Britson, live right now.
I'm not gonna lie, PJ, that feels good. Yeah, and again, we got Justin Cottrell saying hello from Peoria, Arizona. Yeah, he's in the same house as us. Shh, shh. All right, but anyways, he can come on the show if he wants, but he's a bitch. All right, just like his 80-60 shot today, garbage. All right,
Chuck? Is Chuck doing all right?
Oh yeah, Chuck's okay. Chuck's it's his 70th birthday. That's why we're out in Arizona. But let's get into it. All right, we got a fight night coming up, and it's coming tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Remember, don't listen to a fucking thing I say. Okay, I pick fights. Actually, the VTT's mental health, whatever the hell he is, coach. His wife helped us. Candace helped us pick these fights. So don't listen to Candace and I. We don't know what the hell we're talking about unless Joe agrees. Then go with the bet. So let's start it out here. We got a welterweight fight, and we got the Medic. All right, which Joe quickly corrected me on when I said Medici. All right, like Medic. All right, doesn't matter. All right, 9-1 versus Orolabai. All right, now what I'm concerned about here, if the Muffin Fingers can get the fight up there, I'm not sure if he can or not. But what I'm concerned about here is if you look at these two guys, right? I'm concerned. One of them has no jaw. All right, no jaw. And just look at the picture. All right, I don't care about what your fight picks are, but I'm gonna go Orolabi. Look at these guys. See, you guys can see it on the screen. The motherfucker Medic has no jaw. Like, what is that? That's round. Medici. All right.
Euros Medic.
I'm going to go fucking alphabet by absolute jaw thrust, fucking ham bone strike. First round. All right. First round alphabet. That guy over there from Kazakhstan. All right. He's going to win. Fucking absolute monster. Joe, what say you?
Dude, this is actually a really hard fight to pick. Okay. Because,
I never.
Jack Parkin was supposed to be Euros Medic's opponent, and that was going to be a really good fight. I had Medic in that fight, and he drops out. They bring in Miktebek Olaboy, who I get 28 seconds of footage on YouTube. But the guy's literally got 11 wins. He's never finished. He's got 5 knockouts. He's got 5 subs. Dude, he's freaky. He scares me a little bit to bet. Okay, because the last time I bet on Euros Medic, he cost me a 9-fight parlay in Vegas when I was sitting 50 feet away from the octagon.
Bobby
Brian Ortega and Alexander Volkanovski. Sorry, I almost said Orlovsky. But he dumped that fight. You texted me while I was in the arena, said, "Hey, that's great. First fucking fight of the night. The parlay's over." Yeah. And I went 8 straight after that.
8 straight.
Yep. And then he goes on a tear, right? So he's winning the last 2 fights. He's doing really well. He knocks out Matthew Semmelsberger.
Yeah, he's now 9-1.
Matthew Semmelsberger played free safety at Arizona State. He was a maniac. Medic knocked him out with a spinning back elbow. All right, this Miktebek Olaboy, nuts. The guy fights like a lunatic. I'm gonna go ahead and lean on the quality of experience from Medic because he's fought in the UFC. He's a big welterweight. He's much faster on the feet.
Yep.
Than Miktebek. Miktebek, he's got to get it to the ground to win this fight. Period.
So your pick
stays on the feet. I give him credit. He's never been finished. I say he doesn't get finished. And I say Medic wins this by a 29-28, very close decision where he gets tested. But he wins.
Nice.
I agree.
All right. Well, seeing as we don't have to go to any other expert pickers because they're all a bunch of the JJs. All right. And I can say that. Right, I can say that.
What?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I didn't say that.
No, I didn't say
that.
that.
You said that. You interpret it whatever way you want. Right? But apparently somebody's not here because the VJJ is. I'm not saying it aloud. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I just did. Hey, Chris, don't get mad at me. I don't know what happened.
right? Like I just started punching my own.
She
freaking-
lives with me, dude.
I don't know what happened. All right, let's go to the next one.
Here we go.
We got a women's strawweight fight, and we got Pinheiro at 11-1 versus Ribas. All right, Amanda Ribas at 12-4. Now, here's something that Candace and I came up with. All right, like we looked at this card and we're like, let's put some serious research into it. Let's seriously do some digging so that we can, give the betting fans the knowledge that they need. Right, I'm gonna go with Ribas here. All right, because you see those bangs on Liana. All right, she's gonna grab the bangs and uppercut first round. All right, fucking write it down. All right, write it down. I'm gonna call bangs, pull, uppercut, first round. Candace and Big Earl lock it down. All right, Joe, what say you on this fight?
Amanda Ribas may be the most chinny female fighter in that division, but she is easily 2 talent levels ahead of Luana Pinheiro in striking. I am not impressed by Pinheiro. I never really have been. I think Ribas puts on pretty much a striking clinic, and the only way to get her out of there is to knock her out, and Pinheiro doesn't have that kind of power. So I think Amanda Ribas wins this fight by pretty dominant decision. I think she wins by dominant decision with maybe a knockdown, maybe 2. So if you want to call it inside the distance, you'll probably get plus money. But I like Amanda Ribas in this fight to bounce back after her last performance. It wasn't her best. And Luana Pinheiro has just not fought the level of competition she has.
I like Luana on a submission, honestly. Yeah.
Wait, so what happened here?
I disagreed.
You disagreed?
I disagreed.
With the expert?
With the expert. I'm sorry. Respect.
Okay.
But
we know how this works for people.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So expect next week.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Next week.
I think Luana on a submission.
It's coming.
Submission. It's coming.
Well, I know she's got 5 subs, but she hasn't had one in the UFC.
Only takes one, Bubba.
All right. Well, I have a feeling there's going to be a wager on this.
There's levels to this shit. And I'm just saying she's moved to the UFC.
Yeah. So anyways, let's go to the next one. We got a bantamweight fight, which is my favorite. Okay. Everybody knows the Big Earl loves these bantamweights because they're not real men. Okay. So you look at these guys, not real. Like they're not real. Like they're like 105 pounds. Like this is when Joe was running tailback for whatever Michigan high school he was in. Fast as shit at 105 pounds. Like nobody cares. Right? Like I'm glad you're fat, but you're 105 pounds. Nobody cares. All right. Like it's just like
he's not.
Is this Pee Wee football? Like what are we doing here? Like so.
Hey, you got this guy.
But all right, so we got a bantamweight fight, and we got Talbot at 6-0 versus Aguirre, okay, at 7-1. Now, as I did the research onto this fight, right, and I was paying a lot of attention to his last fights, which I have no idea who he fought before, and no idea how he won. But the guy's name is Nick. Okay. Is there any other reason to not pick this guy? It's the greatest name ever freaking written down, right?
Look that up.
Nick Stan.
Hey, somebody
check that.
Run a poll,
right? Look up
I'll tell you it's the worst.
All right, Nicodemus, okay? Nicholas.
I'll tell you it's the worst.
It is great ruler. Okay? That's Nicholas. Is, all right. You got Saint Nick. All right. Christmas is coming up. You got Santa Claus. Okay. Like it's all rounds around Nicodemus. Okay. So I'm going to go Nick just by when they announce his name, the other guy's going to fall over. So I'm going to go freaking Aguirre in the fastest knockout in the UFC history. When they announce his name, Talbot's going to fall over. Joe, do you see a fall over in the first second?
No. As a matter of fact, this is gonna be, dude. This could be fight of the night because both these guys. There's only one loss between the two of them. I think Peyton Talbot's striking dominates most of the fight, but I don't think he finishes Nick Aguirre. This might be the first time I've ever called the first 3 fights by decision, but I just don't see him finishing Nick Aguirre. But I think Peyton Talbot's striking, it's suffocating. And on the Contender Series, landed damn near everything he threw, and when he throws, it lands, and when he lands, it hurts. I don't think Aguirre is going to be able to know how to get through that striking dimension that Talbot brings. So I got Talbot by decision, 30-27, probably win him, maybe a 10-8 where he knocks him down.
I agree, but I say the knockout.
Okay. That'd be a good performance from Peyton, but it's not unreasonable at all. It could very well happen, but it would be the first time Aguirre's been finished.
All right. Before we get into the last 3 fights, remember, all right, look at that code up there in the corner. It says VTTGW. Put that code in there when you buy our shirts. Again.
All right. Everybody blink for 2 seconds.
Yeah, blink. All right. I'll don't worry, Joe. I'll cover it. Again, we sell shirts. Okay. And a lot of this stuff goes to what our mission is, obviously.
Found it.
Yeah, you found it. Was that? Is that a bang? Are you drinking a bang? What is that? Is that a hard michelada? What is that? What are you drinking there?
Excuse me, but this is a fine.
A fine
brothers to the north. It's a Molson.
What is it? It's a Molson. Oh, moonshine. Okay. Anyways, look up at that right there, that QR code. Go there, click on that. Put in the code VTTGW. Get yourself a discount. 4 Patriots are awesome guys. All right, awesome company. They partner with our mission to lower the veteran first responder suicide rate. Again, we're not trying to stop it all. That'd be a great goal, but we're not. Like we just want to lower it. Okay, we want to help as many people as we can, and our platform provides those services. So again, 4 Patriots, they've jumped on the board with that. So if you need anything like a generator, foods, any type of survival stuff, go to 4patriots.com. It's going across there. Put in the code, get it. Okay. We got a lightweight fight coming up, and we got, look at this. Look at this guy. Like, how do you pick this fight? All right. You got Chase Hooper. Okay. You got Chase Hooper coming in at 12-3-1 versus Jordan. Right? Nobody likes a guy named Jordan. Everybody knows that. All right. Levi 11-2. All right. But if you take a close look at Jordan, if you do the research that I did,
That you did.
that I did, right? I did a lot of research. All right. And I went into it with Candace again.
Oh.
And Candace said that he kind of looks like Carlton. So I'm gonna go with Jordan.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go with Jordan by Carlton swing strike. Like he has in the second round.
He does not look like Carlton.
All right, it's happening. Joe, do you see a Carlton
He does
swing
not
strike
He does
in
not.
the second round?
He does not look like Carlton.
I think so.
I actually Jordan Levitt's my DraftKings sleeper.
Let him know. Let him know.
I think his UFC experience far outweighs what Chase Hooper has seen. He's coming off a really good KO victory against Victor Martinez. And I just don't trust Chase Hooper. I think he's been rushed into the spotlight. He's underperformed. He's been very underwhelming. He obviously has a testosterone problem based on his rigidness. And I mean, not like Jordan Levitt's Mr. Olympia or anything, but for Christ's sake, Chase Hooper is like a ceramic Ken doll. Look at him. And he's fought that way. Like I'm like waiting for him to be an O'Malley. Like, okay, impress me. You got a weird body. Show me why.
He's not impressive.
Still have not seen why. So I got Jordan Levitt winning by submission in the second round, and that's Chase Hooper's favorite way to lose. So yeah, I see him coming back, getting on a 2-fight win streak after Patty Pimblett embarrassed him. Because after that, Levitt knocked out Martinez, and I just don't trust Chase Hooper. So I got Jordan Levitt by second round submission.
It's the second time that I've agreed with this guy. Like, honestly,
You should probably agree with him most of the time.
I agree with you, but I think it'll go full rounds.
I'm just gonna say, like those of you that go against Joe,
Yeah, that's not surprising.
some of the other
could very
pickers
well do
try
that.
and they lose. All right, so
Yeah, all right, very well do that.
Yeah, you
Jordan
go ahead.
Levitt will win a couple of rounds by points, and so
Yeah.
I to finish.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and try it, Joe. Joe's gonna win. Just like when you try me in football.
You're talking about I agreed with him. What
I
are you
know,
talking
but I'm
about?
just saying, like, I agree with you twice. You should have agreed 4 times.
No, I don't agree with you. I agree
No,
with him.
You should have agreed with Joe.
No,
4
I
times.
agree with Joe.
I have no idea what I'm saying. All right, so let's get to the co-main. We got, what is this? A welterweight fight? Is that what it is?
This is a banger here.
Yeah, another. Look at me. I got abs, but I'm 105 pounds, and nobody gives a shit. Right? So, you got like, hey, I'm glad you're a gymnast and you get all the chicks, but like, you know, like
we're talking about midget boxing.
Yeah, this is midget boxing. All right, so we got Morales at 15-0, and Matthews at 19-6, and I can't remember what Canada side came up with when we were researching this, because he went outside to smoke his fag.
You can't say that I'm a fucking.
You can smoke a fag.
I smoke. I got ciggies.
Did you smoke a fag?
I smoke ciggy.
Did you smoke a fag?
You can't say fag on the
Did
fucking.
you smoke a fag?
Calm down.
You can't say fag like you said fag.
Settle down.
Like,
Settle down. Settle down.
A fag.
Did you smoke a fag?
Settle down.
Did
All
you
right.
smoke a fag?
I'll take Jake
Yes or no?
Matthews
Yes or no?
right now.
Yes or no?
I got Jake. I got Jake.
I'm just saying. Like, I don't think I'm wrong here.
I'm sorry, Joe. You can correct me.
Joe, am I wrong here? Did like if you go outside to smoke a fag, and Candace and I are doing all the research, like, what do you want? Right? Like, so
I got Jake.
Who's Jake?
Right in here.
Yeah.
Jake Matthews. Well, actually, Candace and I, who Candace said pillow fight.
Don't you dare agree
right?
with me.
Candace
Don't you
says
agree?
pillow fight right there. All
Don't
right?
you agree with me?
All right, we're gonna say she actually goes Morales. All right.
Oh, makes sense.
And we actually said pillow because she knew it. We did this. All right. So we're gonna go because these are little babies. All right. Morales is gonna win. All right, by a pillow fight strike in the 3rd round.
Okay.
All right. Like, we don't know what that is.
I
But it's gonna
have
happen.
no
It's kind
idea.
of like this, like the 2-handed slap, like the pillow fight.
It makes no sense.
Like, no. Hey, Joe. So do you see a pillow fight type strike ending to this?
Well, you know, here's the thing. Morales is a hype train. He's on one.
Go ahead.
The last time Jake Matthews faced a hype train, he knocked him out cold.
Jake's too soft.
So it's very tough to pick this fight because
Come on, you know where you want to go.
Matthews is a banger. The problem is he's a boxer with a double leg, and that's where his game stops. If you want to stand up and box with him, you're giving him everything he wants. Morales loves to stand up and bang, so it's a really tough fight to pick. Because if Matthews can get inside and tee him up, I don't know that there's a guy at 170 that can really take Matthews 1-2 and not get at least wobbled.
No chance.
Given on what he did to Andre Fiallo, I lost money on that fight. Oh my goodness. I would hate to pick this fight for a living.
Come on now.
But based on his last fight and the fact that he's 15-0 and he's got 3 fights in the UFC, I'm going to say that Morales does not dump this fight. Brings enough striking acumen to it with the kicks, with the body shots, to actually outpoint Matthews in a very close fight.
Joe, we were vibing for a little bit, but
yeah, we were. But no one's ever
vibing for a little bit.
Who cares about money?
No one's ever finished either one of these guys.
You're not finishing Matthews.
I think Morales wins 29-28.
All right, there we go. We have it, fight fans. We have it, and we got some bets coming up here.
We got
some side bets.
You let me down, Joe.
All right.
Listen, I will say this for PJ's sake. If somebody gets finished in this fight, I got a feeling it's going to be Matthews knocking out Morales.
There you go.
That's right.
But I think Morales stays on the outside long enough to get his strikes off and win.
That's fair.
All right. Let's go. Let's get it.
The big boys.
The main event. All right, we got a middleweight fight.
Too bad Stacks isn't here. There's a beard fighting.
There's a beard fighter here, and Stacks loves beards. Hopefully, the guy that's doing this to her right now, that although we can't say it, All right, we're not saying it out loud. We're not doing this out
For
loud.
her sake, I hope she's got 2 fistfuls.
Hopefully that guy's got a
Go
beard.
get it.
Right? Because she loves beards, okay? And she loves Paul Craig. However, we got Allen at 22-5 versus Paul Craig. And everybody knows I hate people with 2 first names. I freaking can't stand them. They can't fight. Nobody knows about them, but they got
with 2 guys that have both.
Right.
There's Brendan, Allen, Paul, Craig.
But Brendan can be spelled differently.
Woof.
That's what's important. All right. Craig 17-6-1. I'm going Allen. All right. If you look at that tattoo over his right side, he's gonna go nipple twist. I'm gonna go Allen nipple twist, first round submission. Joe, what say you on that?
Brendan Allen is on a ridiculous tear. He subbed 4 out of his last 5 opponents. The problem is Paul Craig may look like Braveheart and come out with the face paint, because he does the light blue Mel Gibson face paint. He takes it seriously. He's probably the greatest white Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner in the UFC. The problem is Brendan Allen is so technically sound, and he's so strong and so big for this weight class, and he's young, and he's on a tear. He just had a ton of fights in his early career. That's why they're 22-5. Otherwise, he'd be 22-1. Man, I think Brendan Allen wants to prove a point here. I think he hurts Paul Craig, drops him with strikes, and locks up a neck and puts him to sleep. Because I don't think Paul Craig will ever tap to anybody. He's that good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But Brendan Allen is a new breed fighter who can box and who can put you to sleep with his hands. These guys are walking in at 200 pounds. So when they hit you on the chin, you're going to feel it. And Paul Craig's chin is nowhere near where Brendan Allen's. Brendan Allen has an anvil face. He's got a freaking jaw that you need a tape measure to get to his lips.
Real man.
He's not. I don't think Paul Craig can hurt him on the feet, and he can box. So I think Brendan Allen drops Paul Craig, locks up a neck, either TKOs him or subs him. But I got Brendan Allen by late round 1 finish.
Late round 1 finish. Nice.
I will tell you, every bit of me. Look at this man. His name's Paul. That's me. I'm Paul. He's got a beard. I want to go with this guy, but the chin matters. Chin matters. If you've been hit that many goddamn times, chin matters. I'm going with Brendan. Like you cannot hurt that man.
So obviously nobody likes the nipple twist. I still think it's going down.
I've seen Brendan Allen get cracked.
Have you ever had your nipple twisted so hard that you just tap? Like I'm telling you, it's coming. Is it illegal, Joe? Is a nipple twist illegal in UFC?
Negative.
Then why aren't they doing it? Like, why are they not pinching the nipple and going? But anyways, we'll get it. We'll talk about that later.
I don't know, because a punch on the mouth puts a guy to sleep. A nipple twist is like, hey, ow, dick. Like,
let's get to the best part of this show.
Paralyze your opponent with a nipple twist.
The best part of this show is this dog right here. She's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Okay, so I got a dog here, right? But anyways, give us the locks, the parlays, and the DraftKings sleeper. This is how you make your money. So pay attention, all right, all you degenerate gamblers out there. This is how you make your money.
Okay, so my DraftKings sleeper is Jordan Levitt. You take him by finish, you're gonna win your DraftKings pool. My locks are early prelims. I like Christian Leroy Duncan. Leroy
Jenkins.
Yes. Ennis Lulian. I added an extra syllable, but I can't help it. Then, oh my God, this is a tough one. Peyton Talbot over Nick Aguirre. I don't see how he beats him.
I'm making out with this dog.
Brendan Allen. So those are my 3 locks. but my parlay is going to look a little like this. Take the first fight. I like Rafael Estevam over Charles Johnson.
You're just going to sit there?
Then Mick Parkin, big
real men are,
over Chow Machado. So we got Estevam, Parkin, Leroy Duncan.
Jenkins.
Well, I mean, it's just it fits. It works. When it works, it works. And then I'm gonna go Euros Medic in my parlay. I believe he continues his winning streak. The guy he's fighting is a toughie, but taking money line, it'll work.
Get him.
Peyton Talbot, Michael Morales, and Jake Matthews to go over whatever 2.5 or 1.5. I just think both guys are too tough. They're not going to get finished. And that's going to be plus money because they're both bangers. But they both have chins on them. And there's a big reach advantage for Morales. So I don't think Matthews gets on the inside to get the job done. If he does, I think it's late in the fight. And if you can get this one at over 1.5, take it. If you can get it over 2.5, I still think it's going there. Yeah. And then Brendan Allen, and take that fight to go on to the distance, because if they're fighting 5 rounds, there is no way Paul Craig's gonna last 5 rounds with Brendan Allen. I just don't believe it. So take Brendan Allen by any finish that you can get.
All right, very nice. Say that because I've been drinking and not paying attention. Say the parlay one more time.
Okay. So we're going Rafael Estevam in the first fight over Charles Johnson. Mick Parkin over Chow Machado. Christian Leroy Duncan.
Leroy. I'm sorry. I'm getting fucked up here again. Say it.
I'll never not do that. I'll never.
I just can't. Now I've already stopped listening.
I've
already stopped paying
attention. We're
already
already here now.
I've already stopped paying attention.
We're here now.
I don't even know what the parlay is anymore.
Euros Medic, Peyton Talbot, Morales, and Matthews to go over 1.5.
Wow.
And you can get that on FanDuel for the fight to start round 2. And it'll be even money. And then Brendan Allen by finish. And probably by sub.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. All right. Let's get after
Find bettors. Brendan Allen by sub over Paul Craig, who is a sub master, will be plus money.
And let's bring it back to reality real quick here, though, and understand why Send It 7 and Cyborg are not here. Okay? Send It 7 and Cyborg are not here because they got embarrassed last week. All right. And I do my part as the host, and I trash whoever's not on the show, right? I trash whoever's not on the show. I'm fair about it, right? So I trash Joe, right? But they did not show up today, not because of work, not because of getting slapped. Okay. Not saying who that was, but not saying who that is. We're not saying that out loud. But like, they're embarrassed.
They got their pants dropped.
They don't want to show up. All right. The one thing that I do not have to worry about is what we're getting into right now.
Absolutely not. Bill, I'm an impression of you. Absolutely not.
Is the NFL. Right. So I went 2 for 4 on my locks last week. I got burned by a last-second touchdown that just went into – oh, my God. But anyways, a garbage time touchdown cost me 3 or 4 for locks. But you lost to Vig. However, I did say – I go, if you want to make money last week, I said the Cowboys will cover the over by themselves, which they did. All right. So the Cowboys, they covered the over by themselves. They literally scored the freaking over. All right. So I said, take the Cowboys plus the over. That's your big bet. And if you did that, you made a shit ton of money because that's exactly what they did. But all right, Joey, let's go with the NFL picks and let's see what this guy has to say.
We got
well, why am I not getting my odds? You got the Steelers and the Browns first game?
I got.
Okay. All right, I got the Steelers versus the Browns. I cannot find the odds on here. I'll get it for the second game.
I got the Browns -1. It's a pick'em.
All right, well, let me know what your pick is, and I will correct this cluster bum.
Yeah, I got the Steelers here as an upset because it's an easy upset pick. It's a pick 'em. But with Deshaun out and the Steelers playing the way they play, I actually like the Vegas is getting closer on the under here. Eventually, it's got to be by week 10, 9, 10, 11, week 11 that they have unders under 30 points, right? I don't think they're going to score 30 points in this game unless something stupid happens. So I'm going Steelers by upset.
I will. At first, I was leaning Steelers. Like, honestly, I was. Like, because the Steelers defense is insane. TJ Watt is out of his mind. Mika, like, it's crazy. I will say, with the adversity that they have had, I'm going to take the Browns at this point. I'm taking the Browns. PJ Walker, don't sleep on this man, okay? PJ Walker still has him. He's throwing to Amari Cooper, Peoples-Jones, like, no. Kareem Hunt is still in the backfield, right? I'm telling you, and the best defense in the game, right? I'm telling you right now, I wanted to go Steelers. I wanted to, but
you should go Steelers.
With everything that has happened, losing their quarterback who, like, let's be honest. The most guaranteed contract in the fucking league who hasn't done shit. Let's just get over that.
Let's be honest.
I take the Browns.
You take the Browns. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if it's Brown, you flush it down. Okay. That's all I got to say about that.
I'm changing my pick right now.
Brown, you flush it.
I'm changing my pick right now.
Yeah. No. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah. Anybody who bets on the Browns, you suspect.
Call me later.
All right. But anyways, next one. We got.
Look,
right.
See that? Changed it.
I'm on CBS now. So I got the Lions and the Bears. All right. The Lions are minus 7.5 point favorites. 48 over under. I'm calling it a lock if it's in my pocket. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hate that. Like I said, every time I pick the Lions as a lock, they have 2 losses, and both those 2 losses are when I lock them. All right, so I'm locking the Lions right now. All right, that is a lock. They are going to win by 21 points. Okay, they're gonna fucking destroy the Bears. And here's another thing for you with this fucking chachhead next to me. He's from Ohio, Joe, and that's why.
Well,
oh my God! Yeah, he is so my God. He's like Justin Fields is coming back. Justin Fields is back. This guy,
he is back.
This guy
in Ann Arbor.
But he's from Ohio State.
Crucify the Buckeyes in Ann Arbor, 15 minutes down the road in a little over a week. Just so you know, there's a state of execution.
I'm sorry. Is this a bash buffet on Buckeyes tonight?
All you're going to hear, PJ, is
this a bash buffet?
Big Ten champions. That's all you're going to hear.
It's a bash buffet on Buckeyes. All right.
But Justin Fields is coming back. Really?
And guess what?
He is he?
I picked
the line of the greatest Ohio State quarterbacks of all time. There's only one. It's C.J. Stroud. There's only one.
I thought it was Kirk Herbstreit,
who hasn't embarrassed himself.
Oh, sorry. How many Michigan quarterbacks made it?
Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah. Argument over. Dun, dun, dun.
Brian
quarterbacks. That's only an argument.
I'm not a Michigan.
What else do you want to hear?
I'm not a Michigan fan, right? Joe knows this. Right? I have no bias here. All right. Did Brian Greasy what did he do in the NFL?
Not nothing.
I'm pretty sure he led.
But he did good enough. Jim Harbaugh.
I see what he said. He did good enough.
Wasn't there a quarterback that played for the Dolphins that had a perfect season?
Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on. I picked Detroit.
I'm saying,
I picked Detroit. I picked the Lions.
Well, okay. Well, who do you pick when the Buckeyes roll into Ann Arbor? I want to hear it. Please say it on the air, PJ.
And we're live, right? I do. Michigan's a better team.
Okay.
This year, Michigan is a better team.
Cheaters.
Yeah. Well,
right
there we go. It's sickness ceiling. That's a good one.
No.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Michigan Connecticut had a real case when we won 59-0.
Hey, I'm a realist.
Yeah.
I'm a realist.
UMass. We knew UMass's calls. That's why we beat it. Right.
Who do we got?
Yeah. So what we got next?
All right, we got Houston. Arizona rolling into Houston, and I went ahead and hit the wrong button, so I'm losing the spread.
Yeah, it's -6. Texans are favored by 6 at 48.
All fucking day on that.
Right.
That's a good game.
I like this game a lot. I think it's one that I'll probably watch.
Yeah.
But it's I'm going to circle the Texans here, but I'm not betting on it. But if you have to bet on it, I take Texans.
I tell you what. What the Texans are doing this year is got to be the story of the NFL.
I mean,
look, I'm happy to see a kid from Ohio State who's
fuck up, Joe. No, don't even do it.
See, Michigan fans are happy about it.
I honestly, I'm very happy to see C.J. Stroud do.
You literally have a quarterback from a university that had the only perfect season in the NFL, and you're like,
he had to leave the Big Ten to be dominant because Michigan's in the Big Ten,
right?
But now that he's out of it, he can,
I can win. You're right.
Yeah.
Portals.
All right. So I will say this game, I'm definitely picking the Cardinals. Kyler Murray came back. There were a couple
straight up money line.
Yeah, there were a couple tweaks like where Kyler was playing that showed me that like he is trying to play for his job right now. They're going to get the first pick of the fucking draft.
As well he should be.
Exactly. And you know what? Playing for your job creates revenue.
Hey, do you know what teams have done better? The teams Joshua Dobbs has started for.
Yep.
So Kyler Murray better be playing.
Hey, he's the Matt Fitzpatrick. He's the Matt Fitzpatrick.
I'm not
taking a 5'10" sprinter who can throw a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not taking Houston. I'm taking Kyler Murray to show out. What's the spread?
-6.
Oh, over. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's go.
What we got? Boys.
Woo!
Got the boys going into Carolina. 10.5 point favorite.
That's easy.
42.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I like the boys here, and everybody knows that watches this show. You bet the boys have made me so much money.
Yeah.
Before January, right? Like before January, you should bet the Cowboys. Like every time. And
for all you bettors,
if you haven't, because you're just a Cowboy hater.
Vegas hates the boys.
You're a Cowboy hater, and this is where the big girl comes in with your objectivity, right? If you bet the Cowboys right now, you will win. If you bet the Cowboys 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
No, not 4 weeks, because that's 9.
They're doing what guys like us love. They're tanking once a month. And Vegas is like, see, they still suck. And it's like, no, they don't.
No, they don't really.
We'll keep burning money off you.
And they win. So, yeah.
I'll tell okay.
I'm not locking the boys this weekend, but we're definitely going the boys.
I will tell you.
For sure.
I'll take Cowboys as long as they're not playing my Niners. If they play the Niners.
See, that's not objective.
No, it is. Because every time they play the 49ers,
from Ohio.
they lose.
I thought you were from Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get into that, Joe. We'll get into that.
This is how Ohio people talk, and we all know this, Joe. All right, what's next game? What we got next?
Suspect. We got the Chargers coming into the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. The Packers are a 3-point home dog with the 44 over under.
Gosh darn it! I'm objective. I'm objective. I hate the fact that the Packers are home dogs, but I'm going Chargers here. I'm not going to lock it, but if you lock the Chargers here, I'm not yelling at you. All right, so all right, what we got next? Get off this fucking game.
No. Oh, Joe, hold on this game. Hold on this game. No, let him bask in it.
No.
Let him bask.
No, I am objective.
Let him live.
I am an objective.
Let him live in this.
I am an objective.
I will say not only the Chargers, but I say Jordan Love has 2 turnovers.
Ooh, I like that prop bet.
That's
prop bet if you can get it.
Yeah, I like that one.
So
yeah,
we
next
have Vegas rolling into Miami to take an absolute ass whooping.
Yep. You're right.
All right, -14 favorite at home with a 46.5 over under. I think this game's gonna be 30.
Out of control in the first.
Hey, I'm gonna cut you off, Joe. Sell your fucking car, sell your house, okay? Sell everything that you have and put it on this game. Okay,
30.
The Finns are gonna beat them by fucking 40. Okay,
Yeah.
so like put it there. everything that you have on
40?
this game. On this game. Put it on this game. All right, the Dolphins.
TJ, the Raiders are maybe the worst team in the NFL. And I'm not kidding.
Oh, you say 40?
Fucking
They're gonna
terrible.
win by 40.
Win by 40.
They're gonna win by 40. All right, put everything that you have.
I'll
on
take
this
that
game.
bet.
Well, obviously you would take the
The
under.
Raiders.
No,
Suck.
honestly, they're gonna cover 14. That's the spread.
Yes.
They're gonna cover 14.
They will cover 14.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna win it. Lock it up. All right. Well,
Okay. We got the Giants going into Washington and the who gives a shit, Mo.
Yeah, the who gives a shit game. All right. And how
a 38 over under.
How the fuck is Washington?
How you get
favored
rid
by-
of Chase Young?
How the hell is Washington? They also got rid of Sweat. They got rid of
Yeah,
everybody
they
else.
have they have nothing.
Like how, and then they won last week. Like how? Like again, like you don't know what these guys are gonna do, right? Like maybe that's what they got rid of. They got rid of their shitheads. All right, so they're -9. I'm not touching this game. I'm not touching this game with nobody. No, not nothing. But if I had to bet on it, I go Washington, obviously. But like no.
I don't know.
No,
What's
you're
it?
not
-9?
You're not going Giants. The under is the play here.
No, I take the
under is the play here.
You take the Giants.
No, you don't take the
You
Giants.
definitely take the Giants. -9?
No, the Giants are going to score a point. This is a defensive touchdown.
We got to bet that's on camera. We
Defense
bet this?
touchdown. All right.
They're going to score a touchdown.
$20. No offensive touchdown. All right.
All right. We got Jackson. Do we got Jacksonville and Tennessee next?
Yes.
All right.
This is my third lock. Sorry. Lions lock. Fins
You're
lock.
gonna have to run the line for me because once again it disappeared on me. We got Tennessee rolling into Jacksonville. I'll
Jacksonville.
take 5.
Jacksonville is coming off an ass whooping from the greatest team ever assembled on the planet.
The fucking Niners. That's
this
right.
guy from freaking whatever.
Fucking
from
right.
Ohio, and I'm a fucking 49ers fan.
Settle down.
Right? No, I'm locking Jacks here -7. Count it. They win by 10.
Yep.
I am taking Tennessee because I think Jackson is a poser. They beat no actual teams. Every time
Tennessee's not a real team.
That's not my point. Every time they've played a team with talent, they have buckled. And I think they got their shit kicked in last week from the Niners, and I think they're hurting. I don't think they're up to speed right now. I think take the Titans.
They're going to be so happy to run into the Titans after what happened to them.
And they're fucking in pain right now.
We can't talk about the 49ers.
They're out of their
They're
mind.
not playing this week. But
They're in pain.
We can't talk about the 49ers not playing.
They got their shit kicked in, got beat the fuck up.
The 49ers have added a left
hard to picture San Francisco and bullying in the same sentence.
San Francisco literally has
we've got Tampa Bay rolling into said Bay of San Francisco, and Frisco is a -12 home favorite with a 41.5 over under.
Yeah, take the Niners here, obviously.
Yeah,
All right, stick with them. I like the under in this game as well, again, because I don't think the Buccaneers are going to score. I don't think anybody can score with two of the top. They literally have 2 of the top 5 defensive ends on the same fucking team.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like you're not going to score.
I take the Niners. I take the Niners also under.
Under big time.
Yeah, 31-7. There's your score.
No, 31-0.
All right, we got Jets rolling in to the Bills. God, what a disappointment both of these teams have been.
Right.
Yeah. It's tough. That's a tough one.
So Buffalo is a 7-point favorite with a 39.5 over under at home.
Yeah, screw this game because it might be 10-0. Right. So again, take the under, take the Bills, but don't be surprised if the Jets fuck you up here. Like their defense is too good, and the Bills make too many mistakes. I don't think there's any synergy in that team. If I was going to bet, but I wrote my notes here, I would bet the under. But I'm not going to bet on this game. Me personally, I'm not going to do it.
What's the over under?
If I did 39.5. So I
take the under.
I'm taking the under in this game all day if I had to bet on it, but I'm not going to for the fans. I'm not doing it. But
13 games have you seen? I've seen a lot. All right. Hey, look, we got the Seahawks rolling into LA to play the Rams, and this game has officially become a pick'em.
Which I don't understand.
I
don't understand.
Which makes me think, Seahawks.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to lock
Yeah.
this. And we were talking about this before the show, and I was like, I want to lock this so bad. But
I don't understand what Vegas thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Something's fishy under here. Okay, there's something fishy here.
There's nobody hurt. Tyler Lockett's out.
Lockett might be out, right?
But that, it's not enough. You got Metcalf and Smith and Bigba. Like, there's no way, dude. No way.
I don't understand how this is a pick 'em. I don't get it. And I don't know. There's something.
And
fishy
Walker's
here.
still healthy. Like, there's no way.
You know what?
I don't get it.
I tell you what, on this game, I'm gonna lock the Hawks here, but go ahead and flip a coin and then just fucking put money down on it. Because like I don't know why Vegas is doing this, but there's something fishy here. But yeah,
I can tell you right now, like
no, Vegas doesn't make this kind of mistake.
I would say
this kind of mistake is terrible.
I would say Seahawks by at least 14.
Yeah.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
No, I mean it.
No, yeah,
I meant it.
I'm just saying that's a bit much. I can see by 10, but like anyway. All right, look, we got the Vikings rolling into the Broncos, and two teams that nobody had a fucking clue about either one of them.
Wild.
Be honest, none of you knew what either one of these teams was going to do, and they're doing. Now, Minnesota all of a sudden is led by the astronaut Josh Dobbs. I mean,
homeboy aerospace.
I think the Vikings.
I'm taking Minnesota in this game.
I think the Vikings absolutely roll Denver here.
Yeah. And Denver is a 2.5-point favorite at home.
Yeah. So upset.
Yeah, I like Minnesota to win.
Yeah, Vikings are going to win this game.
Can I?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No.
I will say they're playing at Denver, Mile High Stadium. That means something. No. It means something. And honestly, the Broncos have surprised the shit out of me. Like I'm not convinced that they're a good team. I'm also not convinced that Minnesota's a good team either. Like I know I get what they like their results. I understand the record. I get it, but I don't think they're good. I think the Broncos are going to take it.
Well, you're going to lose again. Don't bet on Paul. All right. Like maybe you should, but I mean, like whatever. We're right here. All right. Monday night. What do we got?
Okay. So we're blessed because when is the last game on the slate?
That's a big boy game.
On the slate.
That's a big boy game.
Super Bowl rematch. And we got the Eagles going into KC. KC is a minus 2.5-point favorite with a 46.5 over under.
I circled the Chiefs in my notes here.
I agree with that.
And I put the markings on it for guarding a patrol base because this is what it's going to be. It's going to be the Eagles attacking the Chiefs all day long, all night long. And you're not an idiot if you bet the Eagles. Okay, you're not an idiot.
No,
I'm just saying I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. All right, and this game's going to be a blast to watch.
It's a flip of the coin at this point.
Well, okay, so we're flipping the coin. Let me flip this coin. You guys are saying that the Eagles aren't quite good enough to go into KC and win.
Can I clarify?
What you're saying is the Detroit Lions are.
I knew that was coming.
That's exactly what we did.
First of all,
can I clarify?
Travis Kelce didn't even play in that game.
Hold on. Yeah, he didn't play in the game.
That made it.
Clarify.
Oh really? Oh really? Like the greatest player on the planet?
Can I?
He's dating Taylor Swift, by the way.
Let me clarify. Joe, let me ask you. The Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and all of his shit and Travis Kelce, all that. The Eagles, their front is stout. I will tell you right now, their secondary is burnable. They are burnable. And they have no actual discipline the way they actually play football. I have no idea what they're doing half the fucking time. So I will tell you, Travis Kelce goes over 100 yards in that game, and they win.
Oh, nice.
Fair enough. So you're saying that the Lions are better than the Eagles. That's all I'm saying.
They didn't have Kelce.
That doesn't fuking make
it does.
It makes a lot of sense. It's 80%
win or a loss. Yeah. So if Kelce was on the field, Mahomes wouldn't have thrown it directly into Brian Branch's.
If Kelce was on the field, he would have picked your entire team up and carried them over the end zone
14 times. Right? All right. Hey, let's give Joe what he wants.
All right.
Let's give Joe what he wants.
All right.
Like he wants everybody to say Detroit is good. And I've already said Detroit is good on the show multiple times.
Is Detroit better than the
I've said
49ers?
it multiple times. Nobody's better than the 49ers right now.
That's correct.
Nobody is.
That's correct.
All right. Anyways.
We got a better running game than the 49ers. They don't want to believe it, but we do.
I'm starting both Detroit running backs in my fantasy, by the way. Anyways.
Thank you.
We
Over
have
Christian Waffle Legs McCaffrey, who will be hurt before the season's over.
Yeah, too much work.
So what? We just
I
put
ran the ball
Elijah
25
Mitchell,
times a
which
game
one?
at Stanford, and then you got hurt every fucking year of your career.
Right.
He played for Carolina,
him
who had no
do it
offensive line.
in Charlotte, right next to where he played. He never finished the season. He'll get hurt. Sorry,
could you name one of his offensive line right now?
Bill.
Yeah, you're taking a dart.
Jimbo.
Yeah.
But with the injury game.
Did he ever have Trent Williams?
And every team has injuries.
Did he ever have Trent Williams?
Right, let's get to it.
Our offensive line is better.
Let's end the show so we can go get drunk. Okay.
All right.
We're gonna end the show so we can go get drunk.
Oh, listen, PJ. If we play San Francisco,
my locks
gonna get no
are the Lions.
like wrestling match.
Yeah, the Lions. Lock them up. Jacksonville, lock them up. The Dolphins, lock them up. All right, the Hawks, lock them up. My two upset picks, the Vikings, the Steelers. All right, so go ahead and take those upset picks. But other than that, we got a great show tomorrow. I'm probably not going to make it to it. Pretty much not going to make it to it. Right? Not going to go to it. But we literally have the guy coming on the show tomorrow that is Jack Ryan. All right, he was Marine Force Recon. Then he went to college. Then he went to another government agency, right? And then all of a sudden he was poof, a fucking helicopter pilot in the Army. Like weird. I don't know how this shit happens, but we're going to find out, right? We're going to find out who Kirk Tadpole Spradley is all about. So we're going to see him tomorrow live. And Buddy, the face man, and guest host Rob Chacho, all right, regiment guy coming on to do it. So we're going to see them tomorrow. And again, don't forget about giving your money to people that help people out. And we have them, okay, the Gold Star Teen Adventures. That's Bill's favorite nonprofit, and we love it as much as because, again, I myself personally have sometimes didn't think about that. When we lose our brothers and sisters, we say it till Valhalla, we do all this stuff, but we don't think about the kids that are left behind. And those kids right now are 25, 26 years old. They're not kids anymore. They're adults. All right. But there's still some. All right. There's still kids out there without a dad, without a mom. All right. Gold Star Teen Adventures, 100% of their money goes to them. All right. Because it's run by an active duty colonel. Right. Like it goes to them. All right. So give it up to Gold Star Teen Adventures. Other than that, Joe's the champ. Bill and old fucking Cyborg ain't here. All right. So we'll see you guys next week.
Get the belt, Bill. Come get the.
Thanks for watching and listening. And now a word from our sponsor, 4 Patriots. In a startling description, the UN food chief warned the world with the words, knocking on famine's door. He called what we're facing a perfect storm of a perfect storm. And he's not alone. Barron's published that a food shortage could be coming, even in the U.S. Farmers see it too. John Boyd Jr., a fourth-generation farmer, told Fox News that we're going to see empty food shelves in the coming months. That's why getting survival food is more important than ever now. Create your own stockpile of the best-selling 4 Patriots survival food kits. It's not ordinary food. We're talking good for 25 years super survival food, hand-packed in a family-owned facility in the USA and giving jobs to over 200 Americans. They have different delicious breakfasts, lunches, dinners. You can make these meals in less than 20 minutes. Just add boiling water, simmer, and serve. And right now, for the next few days, listeners of the Veteran Trash Talk podcast will get 10% off their first order at 4patriots.com by using the code VTTGW. Go to 4patriots.com and use the code VTTGW to start your stockpile today.